Once you're ready to record your melody line or record a vocal, you may want the ability to play on a physical keyboard because it just makes it a little bit easier to play, or you may want to use a more professional microphone, something like this, that is just going to give you a little bit nicer quality. So in order to connect a microphone or a keyboard, you need some sort of a device that allows you to connect directly into the iPad. We're using this this type of keyboard. It's called an iRig keys IO. And so I'm going to show you how to connect this device and what it does. So the first thing you want to do is be super careful of these cables. They are fragile, and we want to make sure that they stay in good shape in our classroom. This cable will already be plugged in. You don't need to ever unplug that from the keyboard. When you first get to the this end of the cable, yours will have, there's two different kinds of adapters. This one is the kind that you'll see on yours. You'll put that into your iPad. Since I have an iPad Pro, mine needs this USB-C adapter. So I'm just going to put that right into the device, and you see that the keyboard lights up, okay? As long as you don't change any of the settings on the back, everything should work properly. So I'm going to go over on my iPad. I'm just going to hit the plus sign, and I'm just going to choose, let's say, let me just choose a piano because that's a nice one to do. I'll just click right here. I happen to be on the smart type instruments. This little icon in the far right that's red right now, if I tap that, it allows me to toggle back and forth between a regular keyboard and the smart ones. But when you play, I'm not hearing anything. And the reason for that is that you have to put your headphones into this keyboard. So if you look on the back here, you'll see the icon for the headphones. And so in this demonstration, I've got a cable here to a speaker so that you'll be able to hear what is coming out. So now that I've got that one cable into the headphone jack, now let's try it. And you can hear it. Now, let's say you want to adjust your volume. If you look at this keyboard, okay, so you see the word data and you see the word volume. The word volume is in gray, okay? If you'd like to control any of the different things that are written in gray, you have to press this button right here that says Alt, okay? So alternate key, it's sort of like the cap lock on a keyboard. So if you tap that and that light is lit up, when you turn this, now you're controlling the volume. And I can turn it down. So you can hear how that really changes it. So that's how you can control the volume. You hit Alt, and then you can turn that. Over here on this side, you have some other useful keys. You've got a pitch bend, and it changes the pitch. Right here it says program and it says octave. Instead of changing the program, I want octaves, and it's in black. So see this key that says Alt, I'm going to untap that. So now, if I raise the octave, so you can use this to control what octave you're playing in. And you can see there's a little indicator whether you're in the middle of the keyboard or in the lower part, so that's 4 octaves down. So you can play really low if you want to do something like that. So this is the keyboard. Okay, now some other things that might be of interest to you are these pads over here. These are mainly meant for use with drum kits. So here, let me get a drum kit. So if I go here to just the regular drums, I can tap that, and you can see that there are 8 different instruments: snare, bass, the kick drum, and the toms, and the 3 cymbals. There's 8 of those, and those correspond to these instruments over here. Okay, and the nice thing about that is that you can then just play drums. And it just makes it a little bit easier to play those kits because you have the drum pads, okay, and you can be able to do it. So this is the how you can connect the iRig. Now, before we leave the keyboard, let me show you one other cool feature of these interfaces. On the back, there's this input, okay? Now, this is a type of input that allows you to connect a couple of things. It allows you to connect this type of microphone connection. This type of microphone cord, it's called an XLR. That fits right into there. And in our classroom, those will already be plugged in, but that will let you go to one of the vocal little recording sections. Sorry, let me get to where that is, right here. And then you can be able to sing into this microphone and it will record. Another thing that you can do is this center section allows you to plug in instruments like electric guitars and basses and things like that. So if you plug in your electric guitar into that second section there, what you can do is you can go to this section right here, which is called amp. And what you can do is you can pick different types of special effects, different type of amplifiers, and it will make your electric guitar or bass or any input that you put into there sound like it's coming out of a particular amp or going through a certain effects pedal. So it makes it really fun to enter lots of different cool sound effects into your songs.